Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and I want to show you guys one of my favorite supermarkets ever. I haven't really explored all their selections, but later I'll tell you why this place is near and dear to me. But I'm in front of the New York icon Zabar's, and this is a legendary supermarket. I guess it's like a supermarket slash Jewish deli here in the Upper West Side of New York, Manhattan specifically. And this has been a staple here in New York for almost 100 years. And it's quite an icon here in the Upper West Side. And yeah, they're known for having some great Jewish staple foods. And you guys know me, you guys know that I love my Jewish deli foods like pastramis, matzo ball soups. But I hear that while they have that stuff here, I hear that their bagels are really good, like their bagels and lox in particular. And they got all sorts of other stuff too, like Bobka and you know, black and white cookies, other New York staples and things like that. And we're also gonna head to the cafe attached to it next door for the part of Zabar's that I'm most nostalgic about. So yeah, let's just go in and take a look. I'm excited. I haven't been here in like years maybe at this point, so. Alright, so we are now inside Zabar's. I'm going to try to keep my voice down in here since I don't want to disrupt people who are shopping. But they got all sorts of cool things in here. They actually have a really impressive cheese selection. So I remember I used to come here sometimes and sample some of their cheeses. Let's see, what do they have here? Pecorino? Yeah, I think not everything here is going to be specifically Jewish or in this case Ashkenazi Jewish. But yeah, I mean, they are known for having a pretty good cheese selection, so yeah, I mean, if you're in here, I'm sure you'll find something for you in some way, shape, or form. Let's walk in and explore a bit, but this is the section that matters most. This section here where they have like baked goods, they have sandwiches, they have meats, they have hot meats that you can, you know, you can select from the counter here, and over there, they're a famous Nova salmon there. But yeah, as we can see, they got some staples here. They got rugelach, black and white cookies, babka, and I am a sucker for black and white cookies, and they can really vary in quality outside of New York City, even across the pond, so to say, in New Jersey. So very tempting to get one of these. But maybe what we'll do is, I hear good things about the babka, and I've actually never had babka before. I've been in the store so many times and I've actually never had babka before, and I hear great things about it. This thing is heavy. It's almost like lifting like a dumbbell or something. So let's try one of these. Let's get a basket, why don't we? And they got freshly baked breads. They got fresh bagels over here as well. So they got a lot of really, really good stuff in here. Croissants and stuff. The coffee here is supposed to be pretty good too. Like when you enter the coffee section, the aroma from the beans is just incredible. They fresh grind the coffee per order too, so yeah, maybe I'll try the coffee sometime, although I'm trying to cut back on my coffee consumption, my caffeine consumption these days. Of course, matzah section, I think we're past Passover now. I think Passover has, you might say passed over, but yeah, I guess maybe this is in demand year-round here. I think let's get some food though. Enough looking around groceries. Let's get some food, why don't we? Look, they got knishes, strudels, and I've had these before and they're pretty good, but I'm not really craving anything too sweet, especially since we're going to be trying the babka for the first time here. So it is lunchtime, so maybe we'll go with a sandwich. And I gotta say, these are some really well-priced sandwiches. 15 bucks for a pastrami sandwich or a corned beef, so maybe we'll do one of these. Hard to find a better deal in New York for pastrami. Can I get a hot pastrami sandwich?
Hot pastrami on rye?
Yes.
Any dressing?
Mustard.
Mustard?
Thank you.
You have the option of a pickle or coleslaw on the side.
I'll do a pickle. All right, so we just got some groceries. Well, we got the babka and the sandwich from Zabar's, but let's get some more food. And remember how I said I was nostalgic about this place? The place I'm specifically nostalgic about is the cafe. I came to this cafe quite a bit, so let's get some more food here, why don't we?
just released season 3. So Marty and I are watching Bosch, and I'm watching Taken. This is nothing.
Can I get a bagel with lox, cream cheese and lox?
What type of bagel?
Everything bagel,
Toasted?
not toasted.
With the works, cream cheese, onion, tomato, capers?
Yes, no tomato.
Not so much.
No tomato. Do you guys still have the salmon chowder?
No.
Oh.
I think only matzo.
Oh, you don't have the salmon chowder anymore. Shoot. All right, I'll do a small matzo ball soup then. But you guys used to have more soups, right?
We used to have, but then they changed a lot of things around. We used to have 5 different soups, now we're down to 2.
Yeah.
Today, because of the Passover, we only have matzo.
Okay, guys, so we are now outside of Zabar's. There definitely was space on the inside, but it's a pretty small store. It's a pretty intimate space, and a lot of people were chit-chatting and eating, and I felt like my voice would really carry a lot while reviewing the food in there. So, plus, it's an absolutely gorgeous day today, so I don't mind eating outside just next to the cafe. I don't necessarily need to be inside it. You know, I don't want to bother people who are eating if I can help it, but we are here with all our food. We have our Zabar's Jewish feast here. We got a matzo ball soup. We got a bagel with lox, and everything bagel with lox and cream cheese and capers. And for dessert, we got a chocolate babka, and I'll be trying this for the first time. I've never had a babka here before, so we'll give this a try, why don't we? It's a shame that they don't sell the salmon chowder here anymore. The salmon chowder was my favorite. I mean, I'll tell you my personal connection to Zabar's now. There was one summer when I was broke, unemployed, lost my job, maybe a story I'll tell someday, but I was broke, unemployed, and you know, really down on my luck. And during that period, I came here to Zabar's every other day to eat a healthy, nutritious, and delicious lunch. I got a salmon chowder, and it came with a small baguette as well, and it was only $5, and yeah, it was delicious, nutritious, affordable, and I may have been down on my luck, but life was kind of good at times. So let's take a look. It looks like it still does include the mini baguette or the mini piece of bread. So luckily, I chatted with a guy, and he said that they still have the salmon chowder in the market if you want to eat it at home, but maybe next time. Today, matzo ball soup will do, so. All right, let's take a look at this matzo ball soup, and I gotta say, this is not one of the better ones I've had, it looks like. It's a good sign when these matzo ball soups, the broths are really clear, you know, really just like the pure essence of the chicken and not much else. Really tastes very hearty, yet light at the same time. Like not, you know, relatively healthy, but in this case, it's a pretty dark soup, so being flavored with maybe something like maybe Worcestershire, maybe even soy sauce, but as long as it tastes good, the matzo ball itself looks really fluffy. First, let's try the broth. Actually, it's not bad. It actually tastes much more light than it looks. And you know, like got that like kind of deep chicken umami savory flavor. Like somehow the way the light reflects when it's in the container makes it look darker, but when you hold it up like this, it's actually lighter than it looks in real life. So, and now let's try the matzo ball. And the matzo ball is looking pretty good. Look at this fluffy matzo ball. Okay, pretty good matzo ball. I mean, like I said, it looks the way it tastes. Like it's pretty plain. It doesn't really have too much seasoning in it, but the flavor of the matzo itself is good and the texture is fluffy. Sorry, someone behind me is using like a leaf blower or something. It's kind of loud. If it's a little loud in the video, there's not much I can do since they're just right behind me. Hopefully it stops soon. But like I said, just take a look. Look, the matzo is like so airy. It's like you know, almost like a fresh sponge. I know that sounds like a weird comparison, but the texture of the matzo is the key here, especially since it's airy enough and porous enough that it's soaking up the broth, which tastes kind of nice. Like this whole thing tastes very simple but beautiful in its simplicity, and whatever recipe they have for the matzo here, the matzo ball, the meal, so to say, it's fantastic since it doesn't really need too much seasoning. Like it tastes good enough on its own. Tastes freshly made in-house. Really, really, really good. So dunk this in the soup, absorb some of this, and let's eat some more of this. Dunk the bread. I remember the bread being a little fluffier. This one feels a little more hard. Hopefully it's not slightly stale, or maybe the bread just goes better with the salmon chowder. So maybe we'll get some salmon chowder to go. But, and let's try more food. Let's try the $15 pastrami sandwich. You might get what you pay for. Let's give this a try. It may look like a normal sandwich, but yeah, I saw them making this. It just came out of the bag, and then they just heated it up. So let's push this up like a hot pocket kind of, and take a bite of this guy. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. I mean, it's from a bag, but it's probably from like a decent supplier. It's not exactly like Boar's Head or something, but it's kind of cold. I mean, I specifically wanted a hot pastrami sandwich, and it's kind of cold. They heated it up, but I don't think it was enough. I think it maybe was in the, you know, maybe like being refrigerated for too long. Really, my bad, guys, if it's too loud. I should have stayed inside the restaurant. But yeah, honestly, guys, 15 bucks might not be a bad price, but you get what you pay for. You're basically paying for something from a bag, all by a decent brand. There is some bark, but just looking at like kind of like the dryness of the edges, you can kind of see that the it's kind of been in storage for a while, like vacuum sealed for a while. Like, it's not the freshest. It's not exactly Katz's Deli here. And really, the one redeeming factor would have at least been to, you know, heat it up more. But in this case, it's just been cold for too long that I'm sure they followed the standard procedure to heat it up, but it's not just like not warm, it's like cold. Like, it's like, it really is like a cold pastrami sandwich. So, I mean, at least the bread is nice. The bread is good quality, you know, the seeded rye. But yeah, honestly, guys, it may be cheap, but 15 bucks, I would just pay more and just get a better pastrami sandwich elsewhere. You actually can find like a $15, $18 pastrami sandwich if you know where to look. All right, so moving on. Now let's try the bagel with lox. The lox is supposed to be really good quality, so bagel with lox, I got high hopes for this. My only regret is that I shouldn't have got the everything bagel, because, you know, I really don't want to obscure the flavor of the lox. So yeah, I might have made a mistake there. Hopefully the flavor of the lox powers through and, you know, kind of overcomes that. So, oops, I almost lost the whole thing. It almost came apart and fell all over the floor, so lucky me. Yeah, I got really high hopes for this. I mean, I saw them slicing that, I saw them slicing the smoked salmon. It looked like good stuff, looked like really good quality. And if the bagels are fluffy and not too hard, then I got high hopes for this. Let's give this a try, see how it is. See if it's pretty good or if it's a hard lox life. The bagel's kind of mid. Let's try the lox on its own, without the bagel. Oh, the lox is really good. Yeah, I kind of wish I had just gotten like some lox and just, you know, bought some of their fresh bread and just made my own sandwich. Even just put this lox on top of like, you know, bagged sliced bread or something, because the lox is incredible, and I'm even tempted to hop into the supermarket and buy some just for the road. But I will say that unfortunately the bagel kind of ruins it, if I can be honest. And you know, I really wanted to like it, like I really wanted to, but the bagel is not the best quality I've had. I've definitely had way better quality, even in New Jersey. And let's break it down. Yes, you want a bagel to be hard and maybe a little crispy on the outside, but you don't want the whole thing to be hard. I mean, it's almost like I'm eating like a pretzel, like a seasoned pretzel. Like, it's just so hard. Let me try to squeeze it and show you. It's gonna be hard to show you by squeezing it because you do see it move a little bit, but really you want the bagel to be fluffy on the inside and ideally hard on the outside so you get like a nice contrast in texture. So honestly, a bit disappointing by like New York bagel standards, I would say. And it's a shame because everything on the inside is incredible. I mean, I almost don't even taste the onion and the capers too much because the lox themselves just taste so good. Like, not too smoky, not like your generic like smoked salmon from a bag that you get at like ShopRite. Like this is good stuff and worth the extra money. Just don't get it with a bagel. The bagel kind of ruins it, unfortunately, but I could eat that salmon with like a spoon. Once again, once you take a bite out of the bagel, it just becomes really, I don't know if you heard that, it's pretty hard. But last, and hopefully not least, we got some dessert here. We're gonna try something that I've never had before in my whole life. I hear all about this Bobka, I've never ever had it before. So you and me will be trying something brand new together today, a chocolate Bobka. So, all right, chocolate Bobka. I have some friends where this is their favorite thing in the whole world to eat. Oh, why can't I open it? It's closed really tight. Ah, there you go. I'm so confident I'm gonna like this that I even got like a whole box of it, and apparently at the cafe they just sell slices, so I guess I don't really have a knife to cut this, so unfortunately I hope it's okay, guys, if I just rip off a piece of this chocolatey bread and just give this a try. So maybe I can change the title of this video, Asian guy tries Bobka for the first time, something like that. So nah, I don't think this is one of those channels. Wow, that's really, really good. They say you never forget your first. Well, I'm never gonna forget my first Bobka, that's for sure. Really, really, really good. It pretty much just tastes exactly the way you would want it to taste. It's basically just eating like a chocolate bread. It very much has the qualities of bread and chocolate. Like you see the chocolate layered evenly throughout. The chocolate's also not too sweet, like it's nice and balanced. It's not too much chocolate. It's delicious and also flaky. Like parts of it almost taste like a chocolate croissant with how flaky it is. It's almost like you're eating a delicious chocolatey scarf with like strands of bread and chocolate interwoven together like a wonderful chocolate rope. Chocolate bread rope. This powdered sugar on top too. This sugar they got on top, like it's sweet but in like a different way, both flavor profile wise as well as texturally from the chocolate. Like that chocolate's a little bit more, you know, chocolate, like it's more like creamy and stuff like that, while that sugar on top is like sweet in like a powdered crystally way, and it's wonderful, guys. I can't believe I've never had Bobka before. It definitely won't be my last, and I can't wait to eat this throughout the week with coffee. So but guys, that's gonna be it for this review of Zabar's. And you know, I've been to Zabar's many times, but very much so in this cafe section, and I also bought some groceries in the supermarket at one point, but I really came here a lot to this cafe to really eat something good that would also cut costs and be nutritious. And it's a shame they don't sell the salmon soup fresh, but maybe I can get some from the supermarket to take home. But guys, so Zabar's, yeah, I mean, this place is historical, it's an institution, and the power of nostalgia. I think some things I had were better than others. The nostalgia kind of gave me this magical feeling inside to come here again, but now that I'm back and I ate like a more variety of things, I feel like some things were better than others. But yeah, but some things also were great. I mean, if you know what's good here, I mean, it's a supermarket after all. You know, they got lots of selections as opposed to like restaurants that might focus on a few things. So yeah, I guess it makes sense that some things are better than others. So the salmon definitely does live up to the hype. If you really want some good quality smoked salmon, you know, Zabar's is a good place for that. But maybe you can skip the bagel. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching. And have you been to Zabar's before? Do you think Zabar's is great? Do you think it lives up to all the hype and the iconic status? Or, like me, do you think like you have more of a mixed opinion and you feel like it's kind of a mixed bag? So let me know in the comments, because great minds eat alike. And as always, if you like my vids, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. So it's actually still my lunchtime, so I'm gonna eat a lot of this food and hit the road. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later.